Okay. Welcome back, boys. We're here for the eighth
bajillion time.
Bajillion. No, this is the I would say eighth, ninth, eighth of the Batman saga. We've been doing for quite a while. How long has it been? How many weeks? Oh, how many? Not weeks. How long is
2 months?
16 weeks.
16 weeks has been since we've been
more than
going
2
through.
months.
I believe this is our last film. Is this our last film?
This is our last film.
Or are we doing one more?
No, this is our last one.
This is our last one.
Because Ben Affleck hasn't gone
Get out of
solo.
here, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. You're trash. Anyway.
We're a little too early for the new Batman.
Yeah, we're a little too early for the new Batman.
Should have been out by now.
It should have been, actually.
Should have been. We calculated wrong.
Yeah, but we're here now, and we're doing the Dark Knight Rises. Now, what for you guys? Title, does it what does it ring a bell to you guys? I mean, Cruz, for us, it's the Dark Knight Returns, basically, right?
Yeah.
Of the kind of the Nolan franchise. I mean, for you, title Rises. For you, what did it mean?
I didn't connect it to anything.
No, not the comic, but to the story. For you.
Oh well, yeah. It's basically tells the story of the Dark Knight Rises.
Just like coming back from.
Yeah.
Do you think he's coming back from retirement, or from that moment where he escaped the?
It's him finding his spirit again.
Okay.
Because he comes back as the Batman.
Yeah.
But he doesn't come back fully. Like he doesn't have his whole heart.
It's like he has a suit on, but
yeah.
it's just.
The suit doesn't make the man.
Yeah.
It's the spirit.
What was it that whole what's the thing Rachel says in the first one? She doesn't say that. She says, what did she say? It's not who I am.
It's not who I am. What is? I forgot it.
It's not who I am.
Underneath
no, it's not who I am that defines me. It's who I am underneath that defines me.
Oh,
that's it.
That sounded somewhat close.
I think it's what I do.
Oh yeah, something like that. Isn't it the don't treat me like a woman, don't treat me like a man?
Okay, China.
Hey, you're getting recast next time.
You're gonna get fired. Anyways, let's step on. Boys, it was released in 2012. What a year!
That was a big year, yeah.
Carlos, what do we have that year?
We had the Avengers.
We had the Avengers and the end of the Dark Knight series, right? Like I was saying, it was the beginning of an era and the end of a saga, right?
How long did we wait in line for that one? Was it like
almost
10 hours?
Was that longer than the
Avengers was longer.
No, was Avengers was a longer line or wait?
Avengers, we got there in the morning.
Oh, mind you, folks, this was when midnight lines were fun and waiting out line to be the first ones to jump into the theater.
Dark Knight Rises were second in line.
We were second.
I know this really ages us.
Who cares?
and the quote goes, "It's not who you are underneath; it's what you do that defines you."
There you go.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
There you go. Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. I'm still not sure that's correct, but
no, that is what
it
is. It's quoted. He did get it from Wikipedia.
It's on the internet, so that's true.
Yeah,
so sure.
But yeah, no, 2012. I mean, from now, how long did that go? Was it 8 years?
8 years. 2 high school careers.
2 high school careers. Yeah, right?
That's how we measure time.
That's how we measure time. Yeah, but for you guys, first time watching it, theaters. I mean, we're all there, right?
Yeah.
What was the excitement, Cruz? Were you feeling it on the air? I mean, especially there's a long line.
I was ready to see Bane.
Yeah, okay.
Bane was the reason why I was hyped for this movie. Like, we're finally getting Bane, and they're finally gonna do Bane justice.
Oh, like from
from the Schumacher.
From the Schumacher.
Yeah.
That's not true. He was pissed off.
He was still pissed off.
No.
Why is he not wearing a wrestling mask?
Why is he not a luchador?
Right. Remember, like I've told you, Cruz. I think I've told it before. Like it's just comic books movies tend to kind of take away parts of the comic that would suit better. You know?
It's purely inspiration. It's not substance.
I've come to terms with it.
And this is one thing I've always believed in. Sometimes directors and writers don't want to do the same story that was already done. You know, it's like plagiarism, right? You're just copying.
Like if you're doing the same thing, like just read the comic.
Yeah.
Like it's the same with book adaptations. If it's a word for word beat, then just
be like Marvel.
Just read the book.
Name it after a good book and have nothing to do with it.
But I do like when they do the animated version. That's okay. I do like watching a live like a cartoon version of it because it's literally like the comic. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to adapt, a comic book hero or villain, and sometimes in the real world because sometimes it looks stupid.
It doesn't translate to
Yeah.
visually.
Wonder Woman 1984.
But yeah, who are there, whatever.
Like imagine a live action remake of Toy Story. That would just be ridiculous.
It would.
Yeah.
It'll just look hideous.
Oh my god! Imagine Sid.
I've seen a lot of Sids at work. They look like him. No, but okay. So Cruz, excited, right? Bane, this and this. Carlos, you yourself waiting in line after watching The Dark Knight. Well, Dark Knight, you watched that one first, right? Or Batman Begins? Was it? I keep forgetting. You watched Batman Begins first, and then obviously you did
Dark Knight, and then
For you thinking Dark Knight was like, whoa, this is intense. This was a great movie. Did you have high expectations?
I had hype because The Dark Knight got me into Nolan, and then I started watching
Nolan films,
The
right?
Prestige,
Yeah.
and then a year before that we got Inception, and that just took the hype level. Like I wasn't really excited over Batman or Bane. I was just so excited to see what Nolan was gonna do.
That was would you say that director was like caught your interest out of all the other directors, or is there still
At that time, yeah. At that time, I was like, let's see what he does. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to see Batman. I was just like, I can't wait to see what Nolan does with Batman.
Yeah.
Because I was just so hyped up from The Dark Knight and Inception.
Yeah, and then being in the line, dude, like, it's just fun. It's
like it gets you in the mood for it. Like,
yeah, I mean,
didn't we sneak in Taco Bell that night?
we snuck. No, actually, we ate a lot of food during the line. I think that was the issue because we waited so long that you guys. I remember you guys stayed at that time waiting in line. And I went to work.
You brought us food.
I brought you guys food, and there was a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
Or a couple guys. It was a chunk, right?
I said there was a good 8 of us.
Was that when we? Was that already when we had ASAP in the group?
No, ASAP wasn't part of the group yet.
No, I want to say yes.
Yes, because Man of Steel is when we were like,
yeah.
But yeah, waiting in line. I think for that movie, well, we got to talk to a lot of people too, right? We got to meet all these kinds of characters.
Remember that night you caught someone trying to cut in line, and you were like, no.
Oh, that was for which one was that? Was for Harry Potter? I forgot what movie. That was a line.
No, it was for this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you called him out.
Yeah, like he was like, oh, I know somebody in line. I'm a cut, and you were like, no, boo.
Oh, it's just like boo.
This is pretzel day.
Yeah, it's pretzel day. Yeah.
No, I think you're cutting in line.
Well, settle down, Scott.
No, I'm not going to settle down.
No way.
Get in the back, please.
Boo.
I was Stanley.
Yeah, Michael was just like, boo, get in the back, Mary.
No, but there's always something special about waiting in line to see a movie you've been dying to see for a long time. Especially when you have to like buy the tickets and then decide to stay in line or go back and hopefully find a seat after.
Remember, like going to the movies was a 2-night event. The first night was when you bought the tickets.
Yeah.
And then the second night was when you were in line.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you had to buy them. During the years after they started selling them earlier. Remember?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we're selling them next week. We're like, damn,
we had to make line just for the tickets.
Yeah, but it was nice. It was nice doing that. I think it sucks that nowadays some theaters, majority of the theaters have gone away with that. The whole line system.
Yeah. You gotta buy the seat now and everything.
Which is a little more civilized, I guess. I mean, it's more, you do a victory dance once you get exactly all the ticket numbers you want. You're like, yes!
But I mean, you kind of miss the thrill of like
the hunt,
having the line open and be like, all right, you book it.
Yeah.
You elbow that lady and get that seat.
The most satisfying thing to do is to get your right seats.
That's what we did. Like you were like, Carlos, you're the smallest out of all of us.
I always told you to speed.
Push through that.
Yeah, I told all the women and children go first.
Yeah, we'll hold them back. You book it past everybody.
We're basically the blocking, the little barricade.
It was a football team. Like you were.
It was fun, dude. It was fun. And then the cool thing is like watching that movie, and then after you just coming out, and then also the people you got to meet and stuff. You just kind of like, yeah, did you see that? Because that happened, you know. We ran into all these people, and it was nice. I like meeting new people. I mean, that's how you get to make. That's how you socialize. You know, you go around with your peers, and then you talk to people who also like the stuff you're in. Like you're waiting in line with them, and you know how long they waited. That's how much they wanted. Even though some of them were just waiting there because boyfriends or girlfriends like, oh, my man told me to wait here, and I'm just here.
I remember that night you almost punched an old lady because she was talking to her, I think her son or something. She was like, is this the Batman movie where such and such? And you were like, what the fuck? This woman doesn't even know what she's watching.
I was passionate. There was a time.
You wanted to go up to her and be like, woman, why are you watching this movie? You don't know what it is.
It was fun. I remember that one time, the guy, we were talking about Superman Returns and Incredible Hulk, and the guy was just like, yeah, Incredible Hulk was way better than blah, blah. And I was just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he was just like,
It's good to argue with strangers. To have an argument with strangers that's not about politics.
Yeah, well, technically it is, and I believe that anything that you're passionate about is considered politics. Because I mean, you are politics is something you're what you feel like, all the beliefs, the theories.
Might as well be insulting your religion.
Basically, yeah. So I've always believed politics comes everywhere. In any conversation, the type of food you eat, the way you sit, the way you walk.
Someone's at a restaurant and they're like, I hate Star Trek. You're just gonna see me going, oh, excuse me, I gotta argue for Jesus.
Got a napalm a country.
Yeah.
Remember that time we were talking shit about Luke Ferrigno, and then that one kid that's like, oh, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, and they were like, he's an asshole.
I told you all, and you didn't want to believe me.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno is a dick.
Yeah, no, but
He made children with cancer pay for an autograph.
What an asshole. Stated here, folks. Stated here.
Lou Ferrigno is a dick.
Anyways, let's go back to what we were talking about. The Dark Knight Rises.
How do we go from Dark Knight to Hulk?
Theater, theater talk. But you guys watching this film a second time again, obviously. Not second time, but multiple times already. But watching it again, fresh right here. Cruz, your thoughts? Movie, anything you can sell me. Characters, look, dynamics. Don't just repeat what I just said. I love the dynamics and the characters.
I believe in Jesus.
I believe in Jesus.
First time I saw this, it was awesome.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. First time. Second time, you start picking out the nitpicks here and there. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you were pointing out the crappy shooting scenes, or like.
That was probably one of my beefs.
Yeah.
The people getting shot, they would just drop it.
Like, you guys, obviously I pointed out, but then when you guys saw it, you're like, oh yeah.
I never noticed that one where Talia's getting into the tumbler and that guy just.
He just like trips.
Yeah, like he doesn't even get shot. I never noticed that till you pointed it out.
No, that's one of my pet peeves. I hated the whole action scenes where they would take a bullet and it wouldn't really just.
You look like they took.
Yeah, the only one that looked legit was when Bane blows up to the halfway across the hall.
I think Bane was the one thing that pissed me off the most.
Okay. And why?
To me, he wasn't intimidating.
Okay.
Yeah, he was bulky, but he wasn't muscled out.
You expected the guy from Mad Max, right? Is that
something like what's his name?
I mean, when we saw him,
Rictus.
Nathan Drake, or
that's his name, Rictus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected somebody ripped and big like that. Mm-hmm. And when I think of Tom Hardy, he's been that big and ripped.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like when he played Bronson.
Yeah, when he played Bronson, he was big. So I'm like, okay, Tom Hardy can do it. Mm-hmm. And I see him, I'm like, he's not fit. He's bulky. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, but the statue he had against Christian Bale, I was like, okay, I see it, but it's still not intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cruz wasn't intimidating because Cruz looks like he'd kick his ass. Cruz walks in and Tom Hardy's right there. It's like, I could kick your ass, Tom Hardy.
We've never revealed ourselves, but Cruz is actually a very fit guy.
He's a refrigerator.
Sorry guys, I go to the gym like 5 times a day.
Yeah, he's a gym nut. He's a
gym nut. Well, he is a nut, but I mean, yeah.
I eat, sleep, and wake up, gym.
Yeah, wake up, Jim. Wake up, Jim. Anyways, what about any positives?
Positives?
He always starts off with a negative with
all
these.
The time. Well, we gotta have one.
Man, I didn't like the Joker in the last one, and this one.
Did not like the Nolan series.
Yeah, you don't like the Nolan. I'm sorry. I
like the Nolan series.
I'm sorry that
I hate the. Where is he?
This was not his Batman. Just like every other one.
I'm sorry, Dick Grayson's ball sack wasn't in this movie or whatever.
The storyline was good.
We always have to have somebody that is negative in our lives, and I'm glad it's Cruz.
Yeah, I'm not always negative. Sometimes Carlos takes the cake.
He's like, I have a negative personality. Anyways, enough about insulting everybody's personalities.
Ball sacks.
Yeah, Carlos, what's up with you ball sacks, man? Craves him, he is. Anyways, Cruz, positive things. You said story, right?
Story-wise was good.
Yeah. Kidnapped the city for ransom, fake ransom.
Fake ransom.
Neutron bomb.
Ra's al Ghul never dies.
He never dies. That was, you know what? That was the most interesting thing I thought Nolan did was like add some like mystical type of art, like you know, like it's like some voodoo stuff, not voodoo, but magic.
But it was
Delusional.
like, it was just unexplainable. Like oh, is it real? Is it a delusion? And Nolan's just like, figure it out.
Yeah, that was the most
After seeing
interesting.
the Inception, you don't know what.
Like everything I believe that could be done in the movie.
Yeah.
And then it's like Ra's al Ghul. I was like,
This is where I draw the line.
wizards.
Wizards, no.
Wizardry.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was in the Lazarus pit.
Right. Is that considered the Lazarus pit?
Well, it was the pit. They never give it a name. It's just the pit where Bruce Wayne rose from the grave.
Wow, what a nerd.
saying.
Anyways,
Somebody was paying attention to the movie.
someone was paying attention. Someone slowed the video like for a 1%. So Carlos, how about you?
I saw the guy with the jeans in Mando. I was like, that's not accurate.
That's it's Colonel 562.
Yeah.
The helicopter Mando.
TH11X95. Yeah. That's what I hate about Star Wars. They give every background character a name and a book, and I bet you this guy's gonna get something.
Someone will fan theory that. Carlos, for you now. I mean, on to you. What for you tickled your pickle in this film?
I think it was the characters. That was the best part. Yeah.
Shoot what
I love Bane.
Blaine.
He was the best part in this. He was intimidating, not because of his physical stature, but just because he was a menacing presence.
That
like
was
that.
not a shot towards Cruz.
No, that first scene where he's just like search him, then I will kill you.
Yeah.
It's like the dude still listens to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's just scary. Like the
Yeah.
guy can just murder you at any point.
That's true.
Follow him.
You know what? What's annoying about it? That I think one of the biggest complaints we've heard about this movie, and you all could testify, was the fact people said they couldn't understand what he was saying.
I can understand everything.
Yeah, I
say.
could.
But you remember, right?
Yeah, I remember the first time, and supposedly there's been editing between the Blu-ray the release and the theatrical. But I remember in the theater we had no problem.
Yeah. At one point, I even in the trailer, I think if anything, I would notice the editing. Because I remember looking back at the trailer and he sounded more menacing.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, oh my God, this is nice. I mean, I like how he sounded. I understood it. I was like, I don't know where everybody gets deaf ears. I think I already heard a complaint about that in Tenet, in Nolan's current film. Like, apparently the volume is like super low.
Yeah, volume's low.
Oh, you've heard it.
I think that might have something to do with just the fact that he films in IMAX.
No, yeah, I think that is definitely true. Like I don't think his films are meant to be like, like, oh, here, sell it on Blu-ray, perfect. Like, you know, those movies. I think those movies are meant to be seen in theaters, and that's where I think Nolan expects the big bucks to come in. Like,
Nolan does not care how your movie looks like on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, this is IMAX. That's how you're gonna see my movie.
Yeah, and like I said, the times I've recently seen his movies, except Interstellar, I think Inception, because after that I started seeing the other movies in IMAX.
Oh yeah. We didn't see Interstellar and
yeah, but I seen I think I did see The Dark Knight one time when they released it again, because I went to go see it twice, I think, and then I went to see it Dark Knight Rises as well in IMAX. So it's you feel it, you hear it, the music. So I mean I agree. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Do you kind of say that's not like sucks or what? Like
what?
I mean,
Blu-rays, volume wise.
Like Jurassic Park?
Oh, well, Jurassic Park in the theater, it just sucked.
Jurassic,
World.
Yeah, that movie was just bad.
I don't think IMAX works for every movie. Remember when we went to go see Avengers Endgame at IMAX, and it was just like the same thing?
Well, there were certain things, that...
Well, those movies aren't filmed in IMAX.
Yeah,
it has to be
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, those are just bullshit. Like,
yeah, like, it's like those 3D conversions. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody was converting their movie to 3D after Avatar, and I was like, we can tell this is 3D.
But Cruz was right. Like, those that totally sucked, because it wasn't... Even, I think I was telling, I was like, this was not filmed in IMAX. Like, why the fuck
it didn't feel like an
are they
IMAX.
showing it here?
Yeah.
God, I had to bleep myself. But why are they even showing it, but we still saw it, but... Yeah, I think Nolan. I mean, Nolan. I would agree with Nolan that he wants to show it like his whole beauty. Like, oh, this is what I'm.
It's not meant for regular TV.
It's not meant for regular screens.
I mean, this is his art. He's gonna paint it on whatever canvas he wants to.
True. Well, that's why I really wanted to see Tenet on IMAX. I remember I was just like, when it came out, I was like, I'm gonna go see it on IMAX.
That's probably why he's pissed, because we're not seeing it the way he intended it to see it.
I'm sorry, Nolan.
But I bought it knowing if it counts.
Anyways, so pretty much the characters, anything else?
Alfred pissed me off in this movie.
Alfred pissed you off?
Yeah.
All right, what made you mad? What grind your gears?
He's like, for the first 2 movies, he's do it. You need to endure.
Mm-hmm.
You need to keep doing it. You're not gonna win if you stop. And this one, you gotta stop. You're gonna get killed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where's the motivation he needs from you?
Yeah.
Like, push him to go beat Bane. Don't tell him, oh, Bane's gonna kill you. Look how fast he is. Look how agile he is. Look at this. You could really move.
Are you saying this because at the end he ended up still doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Bane did kill him. I mean, he was right.
Yeah, he did defeat him though.
Yeah, Bane did defeat him. He was warning him, like, dude, you're not the guy you used to be.
But I think it would have happened if he would have motivated him.
It would have still have happened, because Batman wasn't at his full strength. He wasn't fighting the way he was. He wasn't fighting for his life. He was just fighting to prove a point, and that was that, oh, I'm still Batman. But he wasn't. He even told them, you can lace up your leg again, but that doesn't make you the man you used to be.
Well, it's like how victory has defeated you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just he knew he was gonna get his ass kicked.
But I could understand where Cruz gets where he sometimes gets irritated with Alfred. Yeah. He kind of doesn't have a steady like. Yeah. Why can't you just be like, what's his face, Fox, where he's just like, here, boom.
Well, I think we talked about that in the last movie. Yeah. That like, it's easy for Fox to say that, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's Alfred that has to stitch him up. Yeah. He's the one seeing his basic son.
If anything, I think what the problem is, Alfred is just conflicted. You know. Yeah. Like he feels like he's doing right by sticking by his side and helping him out, but at the same time, it's like, damn, like this is. The Wayne son that I promised to protect, which at the end he said, I failed you. Yeah. I failed you to protect your one son, and I think that's one of the things that makes Alfred very human, if anything. I mean, that's why it's irritating watching somebody trying to say, oh yeah, do it, but then at the same time it's like, I don't think so. I don't think you could do this.
Yeah. And I don't think Alfred was expecting him to be the Batman again. Like, because after the Dark Knight, he was like, okay, he's done. Yeah. Like, I no longer have to see him get beat up again. Mm-hmm. So go build your life. Okay, he's not doing that, but at least he's not dying out there. Yeah. And then to suddenly see him do it again, I think he was like, oh, okay, no. I thought you were done with this. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like seeing like if you have an addict son and all of a sudden he gets back into it. It's like, dude, come on, man. Yeah. Like, you can't do that.
That's when he quits on him. He's like, I'm tired. I tried my best. I did all I could.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I can't support you what you're doing. Holy smokes.
Yeah. That's my dog.
Okay, that's a heavy dog.
All right, no, yeah, Cruz. So, but Cruz, like I said, I think that's probably one of the issues, and understandable. There's some characters sometimes you're like, what is your deal? What is your reason? Yeah. But hey, look, to each his own, right?
I mean, Fox pushed him along. He was the one egging him on, like, come on, man, you want to be Batman?
Yeah.
Look what that got him. Yeah. Got him into the pit. Yeah. Got him his back broken.
Damn you, Fox. You'll never work in this town again. And he did.
Couldn't fix an autopilot. You're telling me this guy's gonna inspire you to fight Bane?
Yeah. All right, Carlos. How about you? Is anything you want to talk about that? This. I mean, you have notes. I mean, I could just say, first of all, look at my 3 notes, 3 letters. Carlos wrote a paragraph.
Yeah, Carlos doesn't want to talk about his.
No, for me, some little things that I liked was John Daggett. I'm sure that I wrote his name down because he was, I mean, not John Daggett himself, but the name Daggett, Roland Daggett from the animated series. He made an appearance in this movie. Well, John Daggett in a way. It's kind of his character name, Daggett. And I remember when I heard the name right off the bat, I was like, I know who it is. I did
you wet your pants in the theater.
I did the Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, wait, that's him.
In the theater, you were like, it's it. And I was like, who? It's the guy.
And then I'm like, Cruz.
I'm on the other side I'm at the other end of the row. I'm like,
yeah. He doesn't know. Cruz, you know. You
like,
know.
Yes. Yeah, he's just a comic book, just a villain, like a company, like just one of the people who helped create Clayface, basically. He was his chemical company. Oh, he was making those creams, and then that's the thing that was helping. Carlo Was it Carlo?
Barson.
Yeah, but he was basically making his face into other people. And I remember he turned himself to Bruce Wayne, and then later on he kept using it too much, where they nabbed him and they basically threw all that chemical and made him to Clayface. Yeah.
So he developed the science that led to Clayface, huh?
Yeah, basically. So, but yeah, no, it was nice to see little sudden touches. I also was talking about things like the Batman bomb, when it's like the end, it's him running with the bomb like in the 60s Batman. Yeah. So, other things like I said, Dark Knight Returns does, like I said, the writer that helped him out for Nolan, who's the one that helped him out? Aaron.
His brother?
No. Carlos kept saying it.
I mentioned it last time. I forgot his name.
We'll put it up, but he was put nods into it because, like I said, Nolan doesn't really.
Well, by this point, he wasn't using them.
Oh no? He's the one I wrote about him. I mentioned him in the last video.
Oh, okay. So what? His brother got involved after?
Yeah, his brother got. But at this point, he wasn't really using them that much.
Oh, okay. But I'm assuming by then he was already throwing nods, and if anything, he already investigated himself.
Like at this point, he was kind of like, I don't really care about Batman.
Yeah.
I'm telling Batman the way I want it to be told.
But you could tell there was nods of the Batman, the Dark Knight Returns, and stuff like that. I think even though he doesn't really care much, but it's always nice to see him try
David Goyer.
Yeah, David Goyer. But it's nice for him to kind of put a little nods like, oh look.
Because in the previous ones, like Nolan took inspiration from The Long Halloween and Batman Year One, but in this one he took inspiration from the book that they were quoting at the end, Tale of Two Cities.
Oh, okay.
Nolan said he was inspired by the French Revolution.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about how after the French Revolution they were just guillotining everybody. That's basically what they were doing, like a city in anarchy where everybody. The Revolutionary Party kind of goes a little bit too
that's nice.
Control. Yeah.
Yeah, they even took a scene from the comic on the Dark Knight Returns where it's like, "Oh, you're in for a treat today."
Oh yeah, that, and then there was like the fact that I think they were rallying up the troops like this, take back your city and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah, Nolan took a lot of inspiration from French history.
That's good.
Because the French are weird like that.
they have moments of uprising and tyranny.
Moments.
Isn't that the one with the queen, or was it some French queen?
Marie Antoinette.
With the cakes and the sugars.
Yeah. Then this is what led to Napoleon.
Oh, yes. Napoleon.
So if there's a
French
short
bastard.
guy in the background, that's Napoleon
The
afterwards.
French bastard. Oh, she was Queen Antoinette, and Napoleon was.
but Nolan basically said that was what inspired him to
oh, it's nice.
That was
I mean, that's kind of good when you hear like directors' reasonings of how they make what inspires them and stuff like that.
That's why I kind of like that he stepped away from David as Goyer, because if he had just listened to Goyer, he would have just taken inspiration from some
Batman comic,
which is fine, I guess.
He did do the Dark Knight.
Yeah, which is fine, I guess. We would have gotten another Batman adaptation.
All right, so Nolan would have just made another comic book.
Yeah, he would have just made another comic, but in this one he inserted a little bit of history. He made it a little bit real, which is you wouldn't have gotten that if you just make another comic book adaptation.
Okay.
Which I think is always good, adding a little something new.
All right. So, since we went, I guess this is all we can talk about the Dark Knight Rises. Anybody want to bring up? I'm not going to end this video. I'm just saying, I think we want to talk about how we rally up all the Batman films. Since we're over. We're done, right? With the Batman saga? Does the Batman saga finish?
So that's how that feels like.
So it feels like. I mean, any favorite moment of the movie before we send it off?
The final battle.
Final battle.
Where you get to see Bane just going ham on the freaking column.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you get to see the strength of Bane.
Yeah.
Right? I think mine was some of the speeches that you would hear them say. Like, I know the ending with Gordon, he would say about, like, who are you? And then he told him he gave him the whole putting a coat over a boy and telling him that the world's hasn't ended.
I did that to a lot of kids whose parents died.
Yeah. And then also the Gordon scene with telling, Robin, his story about Blake plunging his hands into the filth.
Yeah.
That was good.
And when to plunge your hands into the filth, hope one day you have a friend like me.
Yeah. What'd you think about Gordon's persona in this one. Like I know definitely just like an old man. Like
he goes off the chain. Like at that point, he's like, I don't care. I'm old.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was very
He was broken.
Yeah, like very veteranish. He's jaded at this point.
Yeah. How about Batman's look? I think, have you guys, just old man Bruce, how'd you guys...
It's a little jarring when he's wearing the suit and it's like, there's an old man underneath that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like, it would have been, like, he's very, like, skinny, like, very, very, like, worn out. It's like, oh, yeah.
He did a good job. Christian Bale just does a awesome job of just disappearing into, like small 9-bites and then appearing as the bulk.
I like the behind the scenes of Batman Begins where he's like, yeah, they thought I was too fat for this role. They kept calling me Fat Man.
Oh, yeah?
Like, Christopher, what are you doing? Batman or Fat Man?
Oh, damn. That's crazy. But he was good. He was yoked.
Yeah, he was all yoked, yeah. But he got too big for the suit.
Damn.
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
That's muscle, right? All muscle.
Muscle, yeah. He got big. He got the right kind of big.
He got the right bulk. Nowadays, that's what you need, right? Nowadays, that's what you expected, right? Yeah. You just look like gods.
Yeah, like you gotta be chiseled already. Like he was like, no, we could do this.
Like nowadays, when you see movies being filmed, you see like the actors' workout routine. Like that's what you see nowadays. Which a lot of people joke about that. Like, oh, now it's just a bunch of steroid out.
It's funny though that all these actors get yoked for these superhero roles, but when they put on the costume shows nothing of that.
That is true to some points, yeah.
I remember you really complained about Shazam.
Oh, but there's a rightful complaint.
No, not saying there isn't. Just saying like you were like on it.
Well, it's like Shazam was like the guy obviously didn't put in the weight. Like he's the one that people should have gave shit about. Like instead of giving shit to what's his face, Twilight.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Edward Cullen. Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Like, Robert Pattinson was... I didn't really care. He was gonna... I mean, we've seen Christian Bale already play Batman. And Batman was small there. So, watching him, like, not put in the weight, but it's like, you're gonna play this larger-than-life character, and then you come out like, oh, he didn't really... and he didn't even look the size. He just added some weight, and then he... Then made up his shoulder muscles super huge. That suit looks ridiculous.
It looks like SpongeBob, that episode where he has the big arms.
Anchor arms.
Anchor arms. Like the shoulders are all big and everything.
Dude, I swear, like that's ridiculous. That guy you should be giving shit to, not Robert Pattinson.
He didn't get no blowback from that, did he?
No, people were just.
No, because he took 3 pictures of him at the gym and okay, he's working out.
Good job, hooray!
No pictures of Robert Pattinson in the gym, and people are getting...
what's his face? What's your boyfriend's name?
Ooh.
Logan?
Hugh Jackman.
Have Hugh Jackman take him to the gym.
Right?
Little pudgy bastard.
We'll work out Australian method.
Yeah,
lift these koalas.
Hey, look, as much as we always like make fun of Wolverine and Cruz's crush, dude, Hugh Jackman is... point.
Yoked.
Dude, even at his age, looking like that, dude, for real, man. That's fountain of youth.
Even in that movie, The Wolverine, where he's like losing his powers and he's like getting weaker, he's still yoked out.
Yeah.
It's like, this is you when you're weak?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I hate when they give shit to some of this characters now, but I'm like, look at the other dudes that have to play. And I do agree, Cruz, that some people give shit to characters. Like, people are like, oh, Yoke's this, but at the end, you don't really show them looking like that.
Like Thor.
I give Thor a lot of credit, dude. Every movie he puts out as Thor, dude, I'm like, that's what I want to look like.
I feel so inadequate next to you.
Like, Thor 1, dude, I was just like, that's the standard of men. That's what men are
supposed to play Hulk Hogan. And then you see him at the gym, freaking his arms, his muscles have muscles, are like... He's too small.
Just make sure to add a little bit of liquid courage. Roids.
You know how they always complain like, oh, there's such high standards for women in Hollywood. It's like, have you seen what men go through?
Yeah, dude. Dudes will eat like other men out just saying like, oh, he doesn't look strong enough. He doesn't look built. Oh, like, yes, you fat fuck. Yeah, okay, I get it. You let me know when you get out of the gym. No, but I respect a lot of the actors that put in that hard work, and then only that they gotta actual practice the scenes and this and that. But it's tough nowadays, and we're talking about Christian Bale, by the way.
Yeah, he had to pretty much like lose weight.
Christian Bale is those actors that if he needs to lose weight, he loses the weight.
Yeah, he does a phenomenal job.
Did you ever see that movie he was in before Batman Begins?
Yeah.
I've seen scenes of it when he's just like super anorexic.
Yeah, and he had to gain the weight of that.
Doesn't he look like that what was it that one of those creepy pastas before?
Yeah.
What was it called? The dance of the
Walrus.
Dance of the Walrus.
Oh,
Hail to the Walrus.
Yeah.
Hail to the Walrus.
God, that
Remember that was all in high school.
Oh, way to give me nightmares.
Or when he plays Dick Cheney in Vice.
Oh, he was beautiful.
How did he not get an Oscar for that?
They gave it or was it Raimi? The dude that played the dude from Queen. Basically, they gave him the award.
Yeah, because he played.
Dude, he didn't even sing. That one made me so mad. Like, if you're gonna be literally him, do his song.
Like Elton John, the guy that played Elton John.
That guy
he sang. Dude, he sang. He's good at it.
Yeah.
Dude, like Elton John had a heart for him. He's like, you're gonna sing some of my songs.
Yeah.
And I want
you get my song right, I'll give you backstage passes.
You know what I mean?
Elton. He's the greatest. We love him. But
I like him in The Kingsman when he does that slow motion kick.
Oh yeah. It's so beautiful. I'm excited for the new one. It's not come out yet.
Oh, the World War I one?
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to come out this year?
Kingsman. Oh shit, son. Anyways, yeah, man, he should have won the Oscar.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah.
He was. We were yucking it up, right? The whole entire film, we were just like in the theater, like ha ha ha. We were just looking at it, like, oh.
What's wrong with the? Oh, dude, that movie was beautiful.
Republican.
What if on a unilateral basis, we go out and put miniature wigs on our penises and jerked each other off like a puppet show, but much more enjoyable.
Oh Lord. Your opinion though, this is off the side. You've seen the Bush movie, right? The one with what's his face? The one that plays Brolin?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts of those two movies, Vice and Brolin? I mean the
Vice is 1,000 times. I
never seen Bush. Or is it W?
W.
Thank you.
W. You know, I like the interview. Christian Bale. Christian,
like you know him.
I know Christopher, my buddy Chris. Christian Bale gave about Vice that he was like, he's not a bad guy. He's just doing bad things because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And it seemed like in W, they didn't understand Bush. Like, they made him look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, he acted stupid in real life, but they forget, he was kind of a smart guy.
Yeah. He was the president.
Yeah, he was the president, yeah.
He beat Al Gore, so.
Yeah.
He won presidency.
Like, people forget, like, if you're president, even if you're stupid, you're still smarter than the average population.
Yeah, you are.
That's the one thing I give our current.
Anyways, continue.
Let's not get into that back and forth.
Yeah. Like,
I want to give him credit. Forget your credit, man. You don't need it. You don't need it.
You know what? I'm sorry for going off on this rant. You're the guy who, after Bane takes over, suddenly goes, "Oh, I'm gonna be on your side now." No, we were there from the fucking pit, from the beginning.
On the side.
Anyways, now we go back to the movie Batman, Dark Knight Rises.
How many times have we been going back?
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Dark Knight Rises.
Can I? Because you asked him what was something he liked.
What did your notes say?
The pit climbing scene.
Yeah.
I think that is the best scene put in any superhero or comic book movie ever.
Do tell.
The pit climbing scene is the best scene in this.
Why, in your opinion, is the best?
It connects all the messages from all the three movies into one moment. Like when they cut to him when he was a kid climbing out of that pit. Basically, he had to do it again as an adult because he had lost his way as Batman. And it's just inspirational.
Yeah, it is. It inspires a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people say like, "Oh, it's the Dark Knight Rises" because it's about Robin. And it's like, no, this is a Batman movie.
Yeah, it is.
This is about Christian Bale's Batman.
Robin Rises, that's the end.
Get out of here, man. Yeah. But no, I think that is the best superhero scene in any superhero movie ever made.
Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't seen Power Rangers.
Except for that skydiving scene.
Which of the
Power Rangers. White Rangers just like aim for the bushes.
No, yeah, I agree. I think that scene inspires a lot. Just in general, I think movies, like I've always said, movies are inspirational. And it could be good things and also it could be sad, bad things, obviously. But those moments are what you want to, like, directors want people to see. Like, hey, this could happen to anybody. You could use it to, like, any form, you know?
Yeah, like he used that, like, as... Like, to me, that's Batman. Like, Batman isn't a guy who beats up criminals. It's not the whole universe or DC, the villains. That's not Batman to me. To me, Batman is a guy who suffered a tragedy and rose despite it.
Yeah.
How I went about it, you know, it's different. But, you know, to me, that's not Batman. Batman is a guy who gets over a defeat.
Yeah.
And that scene just does it for me. Like, that is the quintessential Batman.
Oh, yeah.
That's why when I say these are the Batman movies for me, it's because of that. It's minimalism in the Batman universe, but it understands Batman more than most Batman movies.
Yeah, they're more inspiring than your typical Returns, or even Tim Burton stuff. I mean, it's more of a tragedy, Tim Burton stuff. But inspirational, that would be the Nolan films,
That's what pisses me off a little bit about, like the Suicide Squad Batman. It's like everybody, like, yucks up, like, oh, they put that guy in it, and that side character is like, I don't care about them. I care about Batman. Tell me his story. Tell me the story of that inspires me.
You're like, Batman's in it? Okay, who gives a shit about everybody else?
Yeah.
Why isn't Batman getting the love?
Why is it, like, show me the story of Batman. Like,
watch out, Chris might just make out with you right now. No, that's good. I agree. And then, like, I've talked about it right there, that when that scene happened, I still love it. Like, to this day, when he gets told by the guy, well, I think you know the speech more, or just just make the climb.
Make the climb.
Yeah, no, then he fought, like, the fear.
How can you fight faster than possible?
Yeah.
Be stronger than possible without the most basic impulse of the spirit.
Oh, yeah.
How to make the climb.
Yeah. And then the whole, like, then fear will find you once more.
How without the rope, and fear will find you.
Yeah, that was tight. And then just making the climb. And then once he leaps and grabs it, just like, oh, damn.
Because in the end, fear is what makes Batman Batman.
Yeah.
Like, he's not Superman. He doesn't have superpowers. He's not the Flash or Wonder Woman. At the end of the day, he's the mortal in the Justice League.
Yeah.
He has more of a reason than anybody else to be afraid.
Yeah, his power is fear. Like, it keeps him from, like, you know, if he dies, it's like...
That's it. Like, if on a fight against Doomsday, he's useless. But he still goes out there and does what he has to do.
Yeah.
He still contributes to the team. And it's like, that's Batman.
Cookies, anybody? Cookies?
Anyways, well, Cruz, you agree with that in some points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some points.
That's what I said. At some point. I know. And Cruz is like, I have my stories. No, but anyway,
I have my
we did the Dark Knight Rises. We wanted to do the Batman saga because I feel like that's a saga that we all could stand by and just say, hey, you know, we kind of liked majority of these films. And
are we gonna do Superman next?
No,
it's not really much. I mean, that's the thing about other superheroes. Like, I think except for Spider-Man, no other superhero has gotten this many movies.
True that. Wait, but Fast and the Furious did?
Those are superhero movies.
By that, right? Yeah. No, but so you guys watching all these movies, I don't think I was gonna talk about actually scaling them, but we already kind of know. Like, in some way, Cruz's Batmans are the Tim Burton Batmans. Carlos's Batmans are the Nolan Batmans. My Batman is the Returns. The Returns. No, yeah, forever. Dun, 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 dun. But
you and Jim Carrey.
No,
intruder alert! Intruder alert! Shut up!
Cruz, recommendations for this film.
Definitely watch it.
Yes.
Buy it. Watch it. Over and over. Not too many because it is 2 hours.
Yeah,
it's a 3 hour long movie.
You need to do something towards your day. Yeah. Carlos. No, actually, you know, I'll ask myself and leave it to Carlos. Me, I would recommend it because it's a part of the Nolan franchise, and then anything in the Nolan verse, you need to watch it. It's literally it's a movie cut into 3 parts. Would you say?
Yeah. Like, if we were making a list of our top movies, superhero movies, the Batman trilogy, it would be one.
It's a combo.
It would be one choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Cruz.
Is Batman in the Inception universe?
Oh. don't know that. Let's flip a top.
They say Tenet and Inception are in the same universe.
That's what they've been hearing, right?
That's why I want to watch Tenet to see if it's true.
Okay, Carlos, for you, recommendation. Would you recommend it?
Nah, it's all right. I think, like you said, like out of the Batman trilogy, this is the weakest one. Mm-hmm. But even then, it's still leagues above.
Well, like I said, in the whole trilogy, 3-part movie, this was like just because the other ones brought a lot. But this one also brings the big messages too. Yeah. It's like the completion of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
What a lovely, lovely voice.
Yeah. So.
It's not a good movie. It's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a beautiful film. It's just all 3 of them.
It's a film.
It's a great ending to end the series.
It's a great ending to the whole movie. Anyway,
Nolan could have retired right there, and we would have been happy.
Yeah, we would have been happy.
Yeah, we would have been like, all right, that checks out.
No more Batman, please. I'm fine with this. Yeah, but can't wait to see the next Batman. You know, it's coming out hopefully in 2021, and we're rooting for this one. You know, this one caught our eyes. I feel like this movie. I've talked to Carlos and Cruz about it. That this reminds me of a lot from the movie Seven and a lot from the Zodiac. So a lot. I think I'm excited for this. It's becoming more of one of those serial killer type of murder and mysteries.
Detective mystery.
It's a detective movie. Yeah.
What are you willing to do for your blind eye?
Yeah. That is beautiful. I watched literally. I don't care for the whole I'm vengeance. I care for that part. What is the price for your blind eye? Like I was like, oh my god.
So you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
It means you love this villain. It means he's gonna die.
Oh, goddamn. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed our ramble of The Dark Knight Rises, and hopefully you enjoyed the Batman saga series we've been doing. If you, like I said, if you want to like it or dislike it, let us know. And if you want to subscribe, if not, it's cool. If next time we catch you in the next video, you might like it. So, everybody, that was us for the Batman saga. Our next movie we'll be doing will be a random one, and then we're going into the Quentin Tarantino saga. Boy, what a rush.